Two, check, check. There we go. Check, check. 1, 2. Welcome to the live stream. Oh man, we're pretty clear. The visual looks pretty clear. I got a video going on Instagram right now that I'm about to post with the stream info, the stream link. So let me go ahead and post that real quick. There we go. Hosting a live Q&A. Alright, so real quick before we get started, I wanted to show you guys what I'm working on in the side. My little side project that I got going on. So as most of you who are already tuned in or who are longtime subscribers will tell you, I am Kaysutra. I am a DJ, first and foremost. Producer, music producer second. Um, But with that being said, a lot of times people will hit me up and ask me, where I got some of my music. Um, a lot of times people ask me, hey, can you get me, this remix? Can you get this song? Can you do this? Can you do that? Whatever, right? So every now and then to earn a little bit of cash on the side, I'll take on some little DJ side quests, if you will, right? And one of those is downloading music for people who may not have music subscriptions or who may not have access to a vast quantity, a vast library of music. So where I come into play is being the middleman, so to speak. Let me see. Let's go ahead and switch screens real quick. So let's go ahead and bring this over here and bring this over here. And I'll just tell you what we're looking at right now. All right, so this is called TuneFab. Go to switch the screen real quick. There we go. Okay, so as we can see on TuneFab, we got the Apple Music converter. And if you know anything about Rekordbox or just having an Apple subscription, you know that Apple likes to have their own formats for everything, whether that be video, music, whatever the case may be. Apple likes to have their own format for everything. But with that being said, again, it makes things a little bit more complicated when you're trying to take music from Apple Music, and move it over to like a CD or move it over to another um, media format, another medium to hold your music, right? So let's say you want to put it on a hard drive, a CD, a MP3 player, whatever, right? You're gonna need to take those files, those Apple Music files, and convert them into MP3 because they're not initially set up as MP3 files. They're set up as M4A. That's Apple's format that they like to use. And so again, it just makes things a little bit more complicated. But if you know how to go about and figure these things out, um, it just makes you a bigger asset to, down the line to people who may not know how to get all this. So this is something I figured out a long time ago when I first started, getting back into mixing and everything like that, is that a lot of the music that they have on Apple, you can find a lot of good music, right? And the majority of the time, if the song is popular, Apple Music has it, right? There's a few instances where that hasn't happened. Um, so I guess the good thing I want to say, the good thing about Apple Music is that they have a lot of music, right? The con or the downside to that is that um, you're typically just gonna get the single version of the song. The single version is like maybe the first 8 bars come in and then the guy raps, or and then the chorus starts and then they sing or whatever, right? Then the verse starts. Um, for DJing, typically you want to get songs that have an intro, so about 16 bars, and then the beat, and then the verse comes in, then the people start rapping, then the people start singing, they start, conversing, whatever. Um, Typically that's how you want to do it when you're downloading music for, mixing, for mixing purposes. So the pro to these record pools where you can download a lot of these mixes from, or a lot of these songs that have the introductions. That's one of the pros to using record pools. Another upside to them is that you can find a lot of acapellas. So let's say the song is real popular and there's a part in the song that everybody loves to sing. You could take that part of the song and loop it and do some wordplay or whatever you want to do to manipulate that, just the vocal alone, and not have the beat. So there's a lot of cool stuff that you're able to do with these record pools. The downside is that you have to pay for a record pool. So on top of paying for Apple Music, now you're paying for a record pool. And they could be, anywhere from $10 to $15 to $20 a month, right? So that adds up real quick. Over the course of a year, $20, 12 months, that's $240 by the end of the year. So again, this stuff adds up. And if you don't necessarily have the means to afford that, it's best to just pay for the record pool or the subscription as you need it, right? Typically, what I did in the past is I would come to the record pool website, I would make my subscription or make my account, set up my account, right? Purchase the subscription plan that was by month basis. And once that month was up, I just let it go. If I needed to renew it, I would come back and renew it. But once it was done, once that month was done, I didn't go back and renew it unless I had another gig coming up. Because within that month, I made sure that I downloaded at least like 100, 200 songs, like making sure all the top 20 songs, all the songs that are popping at the moment, let me go ahead and get all of those songs with the introduction so I could tease those songs in, so I could, just do a lot more than just press play and boom, here the song comes. Here they are rapping, right? You kind of want to have that build up, or even just to be able to mix one song in, you want to be able to mix one song out. So you kind of need to give yourself some room to be able to breathe in between songs, if that makes sense, right? So with all of that being said, one of my coworkers came to me and said, "Hey bro, can you download some music for me? I would really appreciate it." And I told him, "Yeah, bro, I got you." Right? So what I did was I went through Apple. I got all the essentials of every artist that he asked for. So he asked for about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about like 20 artists, right? So 20 artists, and I just went to Apple Music. I found there that each specific artist has an essential playlist. So basically, like all their biggest songs, boom, copy that to a playlist. Go to the next artist, find his essentials, copy them to that same playlist, and just keep building up this playlist. Then when I'm done, I open up TuneFab, this Apple Music converter. You could use any Apple Music converter of your choice, right? But this is the one that I have. This is the one that works for me. What you're going to do is you're going to log in to your Apple account and it's going to link it. So now when I open up TuneFab, I'm essentially opening up Apple Music because it has access to my Apple Music. Now I can come in here and select whatever songs I want from whatever playlist I want that I made in Apple Music. And now I can download all these songs. So what I'm doing is he gave me a SD card and he said, "Hey bro, just fill it up. Put as much music as you can, you know." And I'm like, "Bro, I got you." That's what I do. Me personally, I have a hard drive with like over 5,000 songs and it's not even anywhere near halfway full. So that just kind of gives you an idea of the amount of music out there, the amount of um the sheer volume of music out there, right? It's just a lot. And it's like music's being made every day, so you're never gonna be able to keep up with the constant influx of music. But if you want to be able to download music easily and be able to, I guess, enjoy your music without having to, without being online, because I think that's one of the major features. A lot of people, a lot of people from my generation personally like the idea of physical media, right? Whether that be a CD, a tape, a cassette, well, a cassette, a tape, same thing, right? Um, a vinyl record, all these forms of media that we've used over the years. Is like you bought the CD, you own the CD, right? You bought the vinyl, you own the vinyl. With digital, there's nothing for you to own. You're not you I own the SD card that's full of music, right? That's cool, but like I don't know. I think being able to have physical medias nowadays is still something that's sought after. So, and I mean the SD card is a physical media. So I guess I'm just kind of over analyzing the situation. Let me just say this, okay? I'm appreciative of the fact that I grew up in an era where we had to kind of burn our own CDs, and we had to be our own little like engineering technicians when it came to entertainment, right? If you wanted to go download like free music, free movies and stuff like that, you were using LimeWire, you were using FrostWire, MediaFire, Pirates Bay. You were using all these different websites where you were going and torrenting or using peer to peer. It's like sharing files with each other. That's the OG era, right? And so that's what I grew up on. And I'm kind of trying to preserve that by being able to, download music for people. And I know where to go to get the music, right? So let me do you a service by giving you all these songs, and you could put them in the palm of your hand, and boom, there you go. There's like 5,000 songs right there in the palm of your hand. I think that's really cool. Um, so, and not everybody can subscribe to Spotify. Not everybody can afford an Apple Music subscription. Not everybody has YouTube Music or whatever streaming service. Not everybody wants to pay for streaming services, right? Homie said, "Hey, bro, I want to pay $20 one time and or $40, right? I pay $20 for the MP3 and $20 for this SD card. Can you put on a bunch of music for me?" Yeah, sure. And then when that music gets old, if I don't want it no more, can you just delete it? Yeah, bro, I got you. Okay, cool. Like, so we don't necessarily have to always be online. And guess what? What if you go to the middle of the forest or you go to the desert, you go hiking, you go to the beach, you go somewhere where there's no internet, but you got your MP3 player and it's got a charge, you got music. You know what I mean? So physical media is still very important when it comes to this day and age. And I think that's something that a lot of people forget is that being able to access the stuff you want when you want it, like there's no bigger luxury than that, right? So, sorry for the rant. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, sorry again for that rant, but I feel like it's something that needed to be said. So, as far as that goes, this thing is about to be downloading for a while. It's at 4% of 947 songs. If I go to sleep tonight and I wake up in the morning and it's not done, I'm gonna just have to go to work and tell him like, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry, but your stuff is still downloading." Like when I left this morning, it was still downloading. I don't think he's gonna be upset. He's gonna be like, "Oh, all right, it is what it is. You already put music on the first time, so I don't doubt that you're gonna put more music on, you know." Um, so and that's the homie, he got hired on from our account. He used to help us out all the time. So I was like, bro, I'll do you a solid. I got you. So shout out to the homie Anthony. If you're watching this, I got you, bro. Um, let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Turn off my goddamn sound. Woo, that was loud. All right, so I don't know what to do in the meantime as far as this downloading, because I think I have to keep the page open. Let's see. Let's switch over to the Xbox. See what we got popping over here. We can play some Xbox while we got the screen over there. What's up, puppy? We got our doggy over here. Come here, puppy. Say hi. What are you sniffing for at my desk? Woof. Actually, come here. One more time. Hermione, look at the camera. Nice. All right. There you go. Good boy. Okay, so we got TuneFab. We got. Sorry about that. We got TuneFab going in the background. We got the Xbox right here. Let's go ahead and load up the Xbox and see what game we want to play. Cause I know, like I said, this music situation is gonna be going for a while. So if you guys want to stay entertained while you're working on music, uh, not stay entertained. If you want to stay sane while you're working on music or any kind of form of art in that regards, I think it's very important that you make time to play, make time for entertainment, make time to be silly, make time to just, unwind and not work. Because at the end of the day, yeah, yeah, you're gonna be doing what you love, um, that kind of stuff. But still, it's work. If you're crocheting, if you're painting, if you're making music, making videos, making whatever, right? There's still a level of work to it. Yeah, it becomes easier as time goes on, but it is still, you're putting your time and energy into it. But with that being said, it's always good to make time to unwind and do things, um, just do little stuff for yourself, just to get back to you, right? So that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna focus on just having a good night, enjoying our stream. Uh, don't necessarily have anything in particular that I want to get done, but we can go ahead and load up Minecraft. It's been a while since I played. Oh shit. Warehouse number two is restocked. Okay. I'm trying to go there. It's like a whole warehouse, but it's full of clothes, like rave type clothes. That's pretty cool.
I got that Rolls Royce Bentley truck, cyber truck on my neck. See what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the dumbest thing ever. Let me just show you this video. First off, I don't know why rappers be thinking that these chains that look like this are hard. I wish I could show you this picture. Like it's so hard to see. Look at this ugly ass chain. That's so funny. All right. So one, a lot of people, especially rappers, be getting scammed. I don't think enough people talk about this enough, bro. A lot of your favorite rappers be getting scammed. And I'm not trying to say this in a mean way, but if you are from the outside looking in, it's very easy to scam a rapper, right? It's very easy to scam people who never really had nothing, right? And that's why a lot of times in the music industry, these rappers be the main ones getting scammed when it comes to the record industry screwing them over and stuff like that. One, a lot of these niggas that they be signing be fresh out of high school, right? Or fresh off the streets, right? So they don't necessarily have all the intellectual backing that they need to go navigate through that through those contracts, right? So because of that, a lot of these rappers don't know how to navigate their own contract. A lot of these rappers don't know the difference between diamonds and moissanite, diamonds and uh lab grown diamonds, right? You got what is it, CVC? But yeah, basically nowadays they can grow a diamond in a lab in less than like 2 weeks, and then they'll still sell it to you for the same price as a full grown diamond that came out the ground that somebody had to blood, sweat, and tears for. So again, these rappers be getting scammed when it comes to this jewelry stuff, right? You've been seeing those diamond testers and stuff like that when they put the diamond tester on. They literally make diamonds. They make their own diamonds. You don't think they can make them as real diamonds? You know what I'm saying? Like they literally are growing diamonds in a lab. Of course, yeah, you got a tester. Of course, they're just gonna play the next part of the game, right? It's like cat and mouse. So, a lot of rappers begin scammed when it comes to the record labels, when it comes to the record deals, but also too when it comes to these jewelers. And a lot of jewelers are ready to take your money because, you know, as a rapper, you got to have an image, right? You got to have the car, you got to have the girls, you got to have the clothes, you got to have all this stuff, the image that goes with it. And part of that image is having nice jewelry, quote unquote, nice jewelry. To be honest, bro, nice jewelry from where I'm from, my era, is just um, a Cuban link, right? A Cuban link or a herringbone chain. Like, that's some fly shit. Um, Gold ropes back in the days, cool. But for me, the pendant game, the whole big ass chain with like a big boo face and all that, it looks so fake anyways because of the fact that if you know how much an actual real diamond costs, and then to see somebody showing you like this bedazzled looking chain, that's fake. That's fake, bro. The metal might be real, like not gold, but it might be real metal. Yeah, sure. It might be real diamonds that they grew in a lab, but at the same time, these rappers be getting scammed. What's the actual price? What's the actual, you know what I'm saying? They inflate it. And then you turn around and you try to get an appraisal on your stuff. That's another thing. Knowing the difference between your appraisal and what the actual price of what you paid for. Because those are two totally different things, right? You can be paying, you could be paying for jewelry and not realize that your appraisal was way less. So you over here getting ripped off, just like a car, right? You paying sticker price and don't know that you could actually be coming out of there with a deal. So just some things to be mindful of. A lot of people don't tell you that when you get into that industry, right? Nobody really holds your hand when you go sign a record deal. Nobody holds your hand when you walk into that jewelry store. No, they're hoping that you walking in there with your eyes wide open, like, damn, I want all this, because they want you to sign your life away. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they look for people that are like by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? So they look for people that they can manipulate, look for people that they could take advantage of. And again, if you somebody that ain't never had nothing, you coming from that life, it's real easy for somebody to take advantage of you when everything they offering you is something that you ain't never had. You know what I mean? Or something that you felt like was unattainable. And now this person is showing you the road to the life that you want to live. It's real easy to fall, in that path. But enough rambling. Let's get into some Minecraft. My mom over here sending me memes about pooping at work. That's kind of dope actually. So I think I might do that one day, like coming soon. Uh, I want to rent out one of those like video game arcades and just have like a good time, like a little mini rave there. Just play some dope music and just have a good time and have a bunch of people come through and just hang out and chill, like a live meet and greet type thing, right? And somewhere here in California, I think that would be really cool. But also just something like entertaining too. Because I think a lot of people that grew up in my era are big gamers, big into music, right? Like to dance. Um, but at the same time, you want like a safe environment. I'm not necessarily trying to go to the club, right? The club is played out. At my age, the club is played out. I'm just being honest. right? But having a fun time at like a video game arcade, and they got VR, and they got racing simulators, and they got, computers that you could play whatever you want on. Like, that's pretty cool. And then a big dance floor and a bar where you can buy food and drinks and just hang out and have a good time. You don't want to play games? You want to just sit and chill? Okay, cool. You want to play games and eat? Cool. Like, something for everybody. Uh, and then I know too, a lot of people my age have kids as well, so I think that'd be something that's really cool. I like DJing, I like entertaining and having a good time, and being able to perform for the crowd. Um, but also too, I think that it would be just a cool way to network and get myself out there. So if you guys are out there listening and you have friends in that industry, you want to make that happen, you want to help me out, cool. Um, and if you know anybody that's looking for DJs, that's always a plus. Hit me up. So let's continue on into the video. There's a Harrigan. Harrigan. I don't know what that is. That's what it said up top on the splash text. It's crazy. The last time I played Minecraft on YouTube was like maybe like 4 years ago, 3, 4 years ago, and yeah, it's been a minute. I remember playing with the homie Faded Rabbit. Shout out to Faded Rabbit if you're out there. If you're watching right now, shout out to the bro. Hey, did you guys hear about this recent news with what's his name, Lil Baby and Black Boy Max? Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. So, if you don't know who Black Boy Max is, he is a live streamer slash producer, right? Content creator. Um, he recently got popular because he started what's called In the Booth, and he would invite up and coming rappers onto his stream, and then he would produce a song, and then they would rap over the song, and within a couple weeks after the stream, they would release the song, and boom, collect some revenue together or whatever, right? So he's a producer, but he's known for cooking up beats live, and then on top of that, just kind of entertaining the audience, doing having a good time, right? Recently though, he's gotten into some I wouldn't say he gotten into controversy, but he's had a couple people on his stream that didn't necessarily have his stream's best interest in mind, right? So, uh, an incident that happened prior to this little baby one was him having the rapper, I want to say 5EO Foreign on, and keep in mind, Black Max, what he does is rent out an Airbnb to give these rappers a nice space, a nice home that they can come into and, record, and is, more down to earth because this is actually somebody's house. But with that being said, when you step into somebody's house, there's rules. And one of the rules in this Airbnb was that you cannot smoke. So plenty of times during that stream, Black Boy brought up, "Hey, bro, hey, if you smoking, I need you to take that outside. You could smoke, but in the back, in the backyard, but you can't smoke in the house." So, multiple times he told him, and they just kept disrespecting him. And it came to a point where he had to shut the stream down. Now you fast forward to this little baby situation, and little baby, one, is somebody who recently has become popular for scamming content creators, for scamming streamers. So I'm not gonna say Black Boy Max deserve this or whatever, but you kind of gotta have an idea if you see like how people are moving, you gotta follow that. Now, Lil Baby comes on to Black Boy's stream. They're cooking up some beats or whatever, and Black Boy's vibing out. He's like, "Yo, these some dope beats." This is where Lil Baby brings up, "Hey, you getting paid for this, right? Like this is a live stream. Like you getting paid to stream, right?" And Black Boy is like, "Yeah, bro. Like I got a couple people that's subscribed. I got a couple people that's giving donations and stuff like that. So yeah, it is a paid stream." Lil Baby gonna say, "Bro, let's split that. I need you to split that with me." Keep in mind, right? You were invited onto this stream, and not only that, as a rapper or any type of entertainer, right? When somebody wants to have you come and come out and make a guest appearance, if you don't state beforehand that you explicitly want to get paid for that, they're not under they're not under any obligation to have to pay you whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? If I ask you, "Hey bro, can you do this?" and you say yeah, you can't come to me later and then be like, "Bro, you didn't pay me." No, you didn't ask beforehand. You don't just do shit blindly and then be like, "Well, why didn't you pay me? Why did you just agree to it?" You know what I mean? So that's kind of the situation that we're in right now. Black Boy invites him on. Lil Baby agrees to come on to the stream, knowing that no other rappers be paying to come onto this stream. They just come on, they cook up some beats together, and that's it. So yeah, the fact that he asked him for some money, is kind of goofy, in my opinion. But I guess that's just Lil Baby being Lil Baby at this point, right? All right, so we're over here playing Minecraft. Nice. Got all that sand. Oh, let me switch back over. Man, that's a satisfying sound. Let me see if I can find that Lil Baby clip real quick, just so I can show you. All right. So first things first, he's like, Lil Baby over here just, I don't know, bro, like trolling Black Boy. Like you see, he's over here dancing, right? Just having a good time. And Lil Baby's like, "Bro, you messing up the beat by dancing. That don't even make sense."
Why you making a face? Scam. I think they saying you scamming
For saying I was ad for the check.
yeah, because they want to see you rap, bro.
So what a part about it that is the scam?
Nigga, you agreed to come on to rap. I'm gonna make a beat and you rap. You came on here. and now you don't want to rap. So yeah, the audience in their mind is like, bro, you just scamming. You just came here just to get some views. You just came here just to use his name, whatever.
Because they think you don't want to rap and you're not rapping. You get what I'm saying?
Well, no, but how's that a scam?
Because
I ain't tell y'all to come around to see me rap. Who the fuck I'm scamming? You
Or
said
they
50
just,
Cent
or
Jillian. What the fuck?
they just use they just using the word scam loosely, like
Oh, they don't know
no matter
scam.
what
Maybe, maybe
yeah,
just like you scam. It might
just
be like
just
the
as a
lingo.
bad word in it to me.
okay, so look, right? So now I was talking about like making music on string and shit.
Huh?
When niggas be coming on, niggas be rapping, but you're not rapping, so that's why they saying
It's
scam.
Oh, you
hot.
got a rap screen.
Nigga, like there ain't no way that you gonna agree to come onto this nigga's stream and not know what he does. Like if you agree to go on somebody's content on somebody's YouTube channel and you don't look into what they do beforehand, you're fucking retarded. Like straight up, bro. How you gonna agree to come to something and but he just playing dumb. That's what it is. He playing dumb. He know what it is.
Yeah, that's what I be doing. Shit.
I ain't know that.
Nah, but I told y'all before. You know what I'm saying? Like we was
See, now
look.
you finna say that we scam you.
No, you ain't scam game. If you don't want to rap, you don't want to rap. You don't got to rap. I'm dead. You don't got to rap. If you don't want to rap.
Duh.
You feel me?
Duh, what the fuck?
Only rap on here?
I ain't know that.
Scam. I think.
Nigga, that nigga's a little bitch. That's crazy, bro. Lil baby is acting real little bitches. Little bitchish. But yeah.
Let me know what you think about this one. Hold on, wait, hold on. What you mean I'm beat up, man?
Depending on like how you come approach something.
All
You
right.
approaching that motherfucker like that.
How I gotta approach this shit, gang?
Vibe, son.
Let me know what you.
Just vibe, twin.
This ain't bad.
That's crazy though. And then ask for 50% of the stream. Don't want to rap. Telling him that his beats is trash. But then the one beat that he do got, hey bro, the beat's cool, but you fucking it up by dancing. Like, come on, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, that's where we at right now with Lil Baby. Honestly, bro, I think I think that freestyle song he got is like his hardest track. And one, it's not even a freestyle, but then two, like it's low key a throwaway. Like that track was, I think, to show like the label, like, oh, this kid could rap. But yeah, that's it. That's like the one song I know from him. No, actually two, cause it's a song with him and Fred again. I'm a big Fred again fan. So because of that, I fucks with him. Just because, no, not with Lil Baby. Sorry, I fucks with Fred again's music. So because of that, in turn, I had to listen to some Lil Baby, right? It's a song called "Baby Again," and that song is cool. But yeah, my point is that I think Lil Baby is just kind of washed up at this point, bro. I don't know what else I got to say about him. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just kind of washed up. Okay, there we go. Okay. Nice. I can get rid of all this. Well, that's good to know. Bro, I'm still tripping off the fact little baby a grown man saying duh. Like, you're a 15-year-old girl? Damn. I don't got nothing in here I can use. Wonder if we have any more kelp. Oh, alright. We got a bunch. So I'm not gonna lie, these dolphins are getting away. There's been a couple times I actually hit a dolphin. I felt bad. And then he hit me back. And I had to kill him. But I felt bad at first, you know. Because, I mean, come on, I wasn't trying to hit him. Oh, shit. I hate how hard it is to collect the sea kelp. Like, it always just goes all over the place. copper items yet? I don't think so. Alright, so we're gonna have 2 furnaces going at the same time. That'll help speed things up. Oh. So I think if I just grab the rest of this bamboo and put it in this furnace right here, should be able to get another kelp block, dried kelp block. Let me go ahead and check the status of that music real quick. That's not bad. I mean, 900 songs. 13% is 128 songs so far. So I mean, we're making progress, right? So now we get like a little chain going. We got 3 furnaces going. So we're gonna have like kelp blocks exponentially fast. Right, I think we got a good amount. Let's go grab some more. 49. That's what, like 5 kelp blocks. Whoa. What the fuck? I don't like that. When you walk through the sugar cane, look at that. I don't like that. Uh-uh. Nah. It doesn't do it for this. This is how it's supposed to look. You're supposed to be able to walk right through it. Cause look at this. Even right here, as soon as I get this close, that's ugly. I don't like that. Look at this light on the water. Yeah, still, I think they need to fix some of the bugs with the lighting. It's not, it's not where it needs to be right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was about to say, damn, I really didn't start no farm, but I forgot I already did that. Oh, look at that too. You can see the glass outline through the water. That's, that's not good. And you can see it through blocks too, cause look. As I start to turn. Oh, I guess you can't see it through the blocks. You can see it through the water. Huh. Yeah, they did a lot with this last update. I think I'm pretty much done for the evening. This wasn't really too much of a Q&A. More so just me chilling, talking, playing. But if you guys like this kind of content, let me know down below. As always, it's your boy Kaysutra. Thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Just know that we together make this happen. I'm all trying to play the game and focus on talking at the same time. But I just want to say I really am appreciative of everybody out there who tunes in. Each and every one of you that make it happen. So let's continue this grind together. As always, it's your boy Kaysutra. Until next time, peace out, and I will see you in the next one. Stay awesome.
I'm just a bride. Now give me that. Give me that, boy. Give me that. I'm just a bride. Now give me that. Give me, give me. Give me, give me. I'm just a bride. Now give me that. Give me, give me. Give me, give me. Give me, give me. Give me, give me. Give me that. I'm just a bride. Give me that.
Yeah.